If you haven't subscribed already, ring that bell to get notified when new movies are posted. Hey, Chris Young here from HomeKit Geek, the channel where we try to bring you smart home content every single week, focusing on Apple HomeKit, Google, Amazon's Echo ecosystem, some Home Assistant, and as well, I like to include a lot on air quality because, quite frankly, I think it's really important for our health. And it's something that I'm concerned about for my family. So if any of that interests you, please do me a favor, consider subscribing, ring the bell below, you'll get notified when new videos happen. In today's video, we're going to be looking at this guy here, which is the evaPolar Eva Chill. Right, so this is a personal microclimate device, and it's really designed to, as a low energy solution, to really cool the area immediately around you, right? So this is not going to cool an entire room, but it is going to make you feel cooler in the immediate vicinity around the device, which is kind of cool. It is USB powered, and honestly, I love it. The last couple of weeks, we've had this heat wave happening, and it has really been a savior for me. I do want to say thank you to the evaPolar people. They provided me this as a review unit. They're not paying me for my opinion or anything like that, but again, I think you guys deserve to know where this stuff comes from. So anyways, let's go take a look. So unlike a lot of the products we review on this channel, the evaPolar is not actually a smart product. So there is no integrated application or anything like that, but frankly, it's a good thing to own, especially for the last couple of weeks of the summer here. It has been honestly brutally hot. So the Eva Chill EV500 is a personal air conditioner, and it's designed to create a microclimate basically around your personal space. So what's really cool about this is it is USB powered, so you can literally plug this into your laptop and have it doing its thing. It humidifies, it purifies, integrated light, covers up to 3 meters squared or 33 feet squared. The sound on it, it can get a little bit loud. It does go up to about 50 decibels, but that is not always that loud at the lower settings. It is definitely not that big. It is 17 by 17 by 17 centimeters, approximately 750 grams. And quite honestly, this thing has been an absolute savior for the last couple of weeks as I have been reviewing it. What's really cool and what I really appreciate about this is the energy savings. I don't have to cool my entire house as I'm working from home. I have the ability to just cool the area directly around my desk, which is really what you want, right? So anyways, let's take a look at the unboxing now. So Eva Chill, if you look at the website, they have a definite wanting to be kind of eco-friendly, environmentally friendly, and the box really kind of says that. So I don't know if it's anywhere on the box, but it definitely appears to be made out of a recycled material, which is great. It tells you how the Eva Chill works, right? It's going to say what approximately the space is. And again, this is really around you, and this is your immediate space. So you could take this to work. You could have this at your home desk, home office. And I can tell you for the last couple of weeks, it has been just a pleasure, as the heat has just been, like I said, it's been brutal here, as it has been really all over the world as I am recording this. So this cools the air. It's eco-friendly, portable, humidifies, purifies, responsive care. So the humidity piece is something that I want to deal with right up front, and I'm going to show you guys the docs afterwards. But this device actually becomes less effective the more humid it gets. So it tops up really around 70% relative humidity. At that point, if you were still using this, you're going to have a lot less, it's going to be a lot less effective when you start getting up into higher relative humidity. So for my case, I definitely started hitting that in my home office. I've actually had to balance it out by putting a dehumidifier in at the same time, but quite frankly, it's just been less expensive for me to cool the immediate space around me than to be trying to cool my entire house through the whole day, right? So it is definitely, I've seen some cost savings on this so far. So obviously, as we get into this, there are instructions, documentation, all that good stuff. So I'm going to fast forward through this. But again, if you want to pause and kind of look at it, it shows you exactly how it works, as well as that table showing you the room temperature and approximately the differences you're going to see as you put this in with the relative humidity. Again, the relative humidity in the space that you're using this is really going to make a difference here. So we will get through the package in this real quick. And now taking a look at the Eva Chill, this is a relatively simple device, right? It's got a nice little carrying handle here, although you shouldn't be carrying it when it's got water inside it. There is some clear indication of the documentation that that can do bad things to the filter. right? It's USB-C powered, so again, you can power this directly off of your laptop if you so choose. It'll even work off of one of those little kind of phone recharging battery packs that you can see these days. Really easy, doesn't require a lot of power. Again, for me, that's one of the things that's really interesting about this, the Eva Chill, is that it doesn't require a lot of power. Like, this is something you could easily have. I've got it in my home office, but I could easily see this taken to work and having a nice microclimate area where your desk is going to be cooler than anywhere else. So looking at the device itself, you can see you've got the reservoir hole there. You've got the handle, so it's easy to fill with water. Very clear on the side of it. You can see exactly how much water is in it. And as you open up the top of it here, we get a couple of things. We get a little funnel to make it easier for us to put water in this without spilling it all over our desks, which is really nice, let me tell you. And as well, we have the filter in here. So the filter is something that you do need to be concerned about. So looking at Amazon.com, this is about $100 US right now for the Eva Chill. And the filters, which you're going to need to replace every, I think they said 6 to 8 months. So basically, considering North America, it's only really hot enough to use this about 6 months of the year. You're going to have to replace this about once a year, and the current cost is about $30. So that is something that you are going to have to take into effect if you're looking at buying something like the Eva Chill, is that you should definitely be taking into account the future cost of this. You don't want to have a throwaway device, right? So knowing that you're going to be spending about $30 a year, assuming that these are going to be around for a while, it's just something to take into account. So you can see there at the bottom, I kind of pointed out where the reservoir comes in. So essentially what's going to happen here is the water is going to flow up into the filter. You're going to blow air across it. And as the water evaporates, it's actually going to use that heat energy to evaporate the water, which is kind of cool. So there's no Freon, there's no other chemicals or anything else used for this particular device. So I wanted to do a little test to see actually how effective this would be. So I grabbed my my Aware Omni here. You can see the screen in the background. It's 24 degrees currently with a relative humidity of 55%. And I'm going to turn on the Eva Chill and speed this up. It's actually sped up to 20x, so 20 times the normal speed. So you guys don't have to watch all this going on, but you can see the relative humidity is going up. The temperature drops a little bit. So approximately over a 6 to 7 minute time frame, right? I was able to get the Eva Chill to take the temperature down really 2 degrees from where I started, but you can also see the relative humidity is going up here, right? So that's something to take into effect or into account, that it's going to make your relative humidity up. So you may have to balance this out, which is what I ended up having to do. So the last thing I wanted to point out is more kind of the aesthetic thing. It's kind of cool. It gives you this nice blue glow that comes through the kind of opaque translucent plastic. And you can see there is the light straight across that tells you the water level currently, right? So it's got a little bit of an aesthetic appeal as well, if you like this kind of thing. So final thoughts. What do I think of the EvaPolar? I love it. I love it after the last couple of weeks of just this stupid hot weather that we've been having. It has been over 30 degrees Celsius, which is about 86 degrees Fahrenheit. For pretty much the whole last couple of weeks, it has been silly hot. The relative humidity has been as high as 70–80%, even rain involved. So having this in my home office has really helped me just stay comfortable during my workday, right? The other really nice thing about it is I have not been using my home HVAC, my home AC system, anywhere near as much as I would have otherwise, which translates directly into savings, right? I am not spending the money to cool down my house during the day, right? I can wait until the night when the sun is down. I can let it go up a couple degrees, and that's some real savings. That's money back in my pocket. Again, I can see using this in an office if people like to keep the temperature a little hotter than you like it, right? You're stuck in the sun, whatever that happens to be. I really like this device. I am becoming more and more of a fan of spot solutions specifically to deal with air quality issues, right? So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Subscribe if you haven't already. Likes and shares are always appreciated. And if all you want to do is just say hi in the comments below, that's cool too. See you guys soon.